Alright, in today's lesson we want to cover object snap tracking. Now I know we covered object snap tracking in CAD 1, but I want to get you more familiarized with this command. It's a real time saver. In CAD 1, if you did not use object snap tracking, alright, for most of your drawings, you were doing it the long way. Okay, so let's do a quick review here. Alright, I want you to go into your AutoCAD here, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw a simple line. Alright, I'll put my ortho on. Okay, and there you go. There's my simple line. Alright, now let's say I want to draw a line 10 units, as you see in this diagram here. 10 units away from the start of this line. Okay, now normally I'd see people draw a line from here, draw a 10-unit line, then start a line from there, and then erase that original line. Okay, not needed. Alright, so let's go ahead first and let's right click on our object snap settings. Okay, and let's make sure that I'm going to clear all of them and just have endpoint on. Okay, you'll also see that object snap tracking is here, so let's turn that on. Okay, let's click OK, or you can simply turn object snap tracking on down here. Alright, and now we can go ahead and draw a line, and we're going to track from this point, if you recall, and then we're going to drag it across, and let's say I type 10 units, and you can see that this line starts 10 units away from that tracking point. Alright, so that is object snap tracking. Now you'll notice originally your object snap tracking, you could only track along the 0 axis. Okay, actually you can see here that there's actually, it's on, normally you could only track at every 0, 90, 180, 270, but you can see that my object snap tracking tracks actually at every 45 degrees. In order to do that, okay, let's go back to our tracking, our polar tracking, sorry. Don't turn it on, but just simply do a right click and click settings. Okay, you can see here that my polar tracking is at a 45-degree angle, and you can see here that track using, our object snap is using track using all polar angle settings. Originally, or normally, it should be set here. Track orthogonal only, which means that you can only track at 0, 90, 180, or 270 angle. Okay, this enables you to track using not only those 0, 90, 180, 270 that ortho has, but also all the angles based on this incremental angle here. Okay, alright, so now you can see here, now let's say I want to draw a circle. Okay, now the center of that circle is going to be, let's say, at a 45-degree angle, let's say 3 units from there. Okay, and you can see at 3 units at a 45-degree angle, I started the center of that circle. Okay, so that is object snap tracking. Again, it's just a quick review. Alright, and for another review, I'd like you to work on this exercise right here. Alright, so to do this exercise, I'm going to simply delete those objects, and I'm going to start by setting our limits. Okay, so actually, sorry, we'll start by setting our units. So let's type units. Alright, here's my unit dialog box right here. Okay, and let's set my units to architectural. And that's all I need to do. Click OK. And we'll set our limits. Let's type limits. Lower left corner, we'll leave it at 0, 0. And upper right corner, you can see that this exterior wall that I'm going to draw is a 40 by 40 foot rectangle. So rule of thumb, my limits is going to be twice the required area. So I'm going to type 80 feet, 80 feet. Don't forget to put the foot symbol, or it'll treat it as inches. Once we're done, press enter, and then Z for zoom, A for all. Or we can double click onto our middle scroll wheel. Okay, so now we are ready to go ahead and draw this outside rectangle. Don't worry about what layers it's on. I'm not too concerned with that right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and draw my rectangle. Alright, I'll pick a start point, and I'm simply going to type at 40 feet, 40 feet. Again, don't forget to put the foot symbol. Alright, there we go. I'm going to O for offset. I'm going to offset that 1 foot inward. There we go. Okay, now the whole thing that I want you to do with this is I'm not too worried about the inside lines of the windows or the doors for that matter. I'm concerned about the openings. How do you make these openings? Now with these openings, okay, you can see here, let me just zoom up to that a little bit. Okay, you can see here that this opening, for example, is 6 feet away from this corner. Okay, so my main concern right now is to draw these two vertical lines. Okay, now to do that, let me go ahead and zoom into here. Okay, there's the corner there. To do that, I want to go to my line command. Now, I don't want to draw a line from this. I just want to track from this. So don't pick it. Alright, then just track over, and I'm going to type 6 feet. And there is the start of my line. Okay, I'll put my object snap setting onto not only endpoint, but I'm going to use perpendicular as well, so I can finish off the line perpendicular to the bottom line. And you can see I can go perpendicular to there. Okay, now I'll press escape to exit the command. Now, main thing is, I just drew this line only. I didn't draw a line on top and then come down and draw that line. Okay, I only track from that point and went across. Now, if I want to do another line, and you'll see that the next line is 6 feet away, I'll do a line, L for line. I'll track from here. I'll drag it over. I'll type 1 foot. Okay, and you can see there, sorry, it should be 1 foot from here. So let me try that again. L for line. Track from there. Drag it across. Okay, and it's actually 6 feet. Okay, and I stop right there. Okay, so you can see there that, again, I'm only drawing these small lines. I don't have multiple lines across in order to reach that point. Okay, so go ahead now and work on this, and you can see all the dimensions are there. Okay, just simply go ahead and create these small little lines all the way around, making sure that you're tracking, object snap tracking from a particular point.